Hello everyone. Day 1032, walking 5 miles per day every single day at 67 3/4. Merry Christmas to all of you. I'm out here pretty much alone today. There's a few people scattered around, but it's very, very quiet today. I've got a quote because this is my New Year's resolution to myself. You don't overthink because something is wrong with you. You overthink because something matters to you. I have been struggling with overthinking a lot lately. Not going to get into as to why, but I have really been struggling with it, and I've got some friends who have been really helpful trying to help me, guide me through it. But I bought a book this week called The Overthinker's Guide to Making Decisions. And that quote came from the book, and I've got the audio book. I'm listening to it now instead of David Goggins. Overthinking is pretty insidious, but we do it based on what I'm learning from this book. We do it because something really, really matters to us. It's something we really, really want. So when, let's say, we send a text and we don't get the response we feel like we should get in the time frame we feel like we should get it, our mind goes into overdrive as to going, okay, what have I done? How did I screw this up? And then you end up sending another text to try to cover for the one that there was really nothing wrong with in the first place, because the person on the other end is busy. Well, the classic overthinker, which I am, is not really interested in what the other person on the other end is doing. They're interested in getting the response. And that is dangerous. I have realized it's dangerous. And that's why I'm reading this book and learning. And I can already tell within the last couple of days that I'm getting more of an inner peace about things, that things are going to work out in the time frame they're supposed to work out. And this is true of anything, okay? We overthink about everything, most of us do. And the best thing in the world to do, from what I'm gathering from this book, is to take a deep breath, maybe dissect what you're thinking, and then understand that decisions aren't made from logic. They're made from the heart. That comes from the book as well. And when you're dealing with the heart, sometimes our emotions take us to a place we really shouldn't be. It's not healthy. And that's where I've been for a while. I'm just being an open book, folks. I would rather be an open book with you than try to sugarcoat it and throw a quote out that I think you would like. I'm not going to do that. This is something I've been struggling with. I told a friend just this week that my New Year's resolution to myself is to quit overthinking. And that person's reaction was, well, look what you've done in the last 1,000+ days. This one should be easy. It should be easy. And I'm going to make it easy because I'm going to work at it every day. I'm going to change up everything. Actually, starting today, I'm going to go back to eating less. I'm going to go back to exercising, push-ups, flutter kicks, and I'm going to go extreme, because I have to do things in the extreme in order to push myself out of some of these. Good morning. Merry Christmas. To push myself out of some of these mindsets. Because overthinking, it's all it is. You're just, you send someone a text, right? And they don't respond for an hour because they're in the dentist chair, for crying out loud. What does your mind start doing? Oh, well, they're not interested in talking to me. Yada, 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 yada. That is what overthinking is. And it's not just texting. Texting is the example I use because texting is immediate. Most people respond to a text within 30 seconds. So when someone doesn't, the immediate reaction is, okay, I said something that upset them. I said something that was off color, or I said something that was whatever. It doesn't matter. The fact is, it's not true. And I need to have this conversation with the camera because I'm having this conversation with myself right now, because overthinking is dangerous. Overthinking can push people away. It can hurt friendships. It can destroy marriages. And it can, and even in the workplace, if you text a lot in the workplace, with customers, I text customers all the time. And when you don't hear from them from a couple of weeks, you think, okay, they've ghosted me. They're not interested. Well, maybe they have ghosted you, but maybe they haven't. That's really not our decision to make on our end. If we send a text in good faith that is not hurtful, that is just a text, we've done our part. And we cannot worry about the response time, or any of that. So I know I'm not the only one in the world that overthinks, because there's a guy getting rich writing the book. So it's just classic human behavior, but it's been exacerbated because of texting. I'm just using texting because that's where I'm at right now. And we cannot expect everyone else to think and react like we do. Here comes an ambulance, so it's gonna be loud, but I'm gonna keep going. So I hope that helps. Whatever your New Year's resolution is, if you're an overthinker, go to Amazon. I think it was $9. The Overthinker's Guide to Making Decisions. It's a good little book. It's an easy read. It can be read in about an hour and a half. It's a very, very little, it's a tiny book. It's good though. It's chock full of stuff. I'm gonna have enough quotes from that book to last me for months. And that's what I'm doing right now. I actually got the audiobook and the hardcover because I'm gonna highlight everything and then go back and write down quotes that I can use. So on this Christmas Day, I hope all of you have a peaceful day. Don't eat too much. And think about overthinking. Think about it. And if you are an overthinker like me, there is an answer if you want to buy that book, and I will be talking about it more and more and more on video. So I hope all of you have a fantastic day. Merry Christmas. Godspeed. Live loud. Peace.